Hello? Hello?
Hello, George.
Yes, sir. Hello? Who's this? What number am I calling, please?
We heard from our client. He says the cost is clear for tonight.
Yes, sir.
Where are you now?
In a phone booth.
Okay, you know the address. At 11 o'clock, the private patrolman goes around to the bar on 2nd Avenue for a beer. Be sure that all the lights downstairs are out. There should be only light visible from the street. At 11:15, a subway train crosses the bridge. It makes noise in case her window is open and she should scream.
Oh, hello. What number am I calling, please? Okay, I understand. A knife. Okay, sir.
Yes, a life will be okay. And remember, remove the rings and bracelets and the jewelry box in the bureau drawer. Our client wishes to work simple robbery.
Chief Operator, I want you to trace a call immediately. I don't know where it came from or who was making it, but it's absolutely necessary that it can be tracked down because it was a murder. Yes, a terribly cold-blooded murder of a poor innocent woman tonight at 11:15.
It depends, madam. Depends on what? Whether the call is going. If it's a live call, we can trace it. The equipment, if it's been disconnected, we can. Oh, but of course they must have been stopped talking to each other by now. That was at least 5 minutes ago, and they didn't sound like the type and would like a long call.
Police Department. Precinct 43, Daffy speaking.
Police Department. Oh, this is Mrs. Stevenson, Mrs. Albert Smythe Stevenson of 53 North Sudan Place. I am calling to report a murder.
Eh,
I mean, the murder hasn't been committed yet. I just overheard plans for it over a telephone, over a wrong number that the operator gave me. I've been trying to trace down the call myself, but everybody's so stupid, and I guess in the end you're the only people who could do anything.
and what was the number you were calling?
Murray Hill 40098. But that wasn't the number I overheard. I mean, Murray Hill 40098 is my husband's office. He's working late tonight and I was trying to reach him to ask him to come home. I'm an invalid, maid's night off, and I hate to be alone even though he says I'm perfectly safe as long as I have the telephone right beside my bed.
Well, take care of it, lady. Don't worry.
I'd say the whole thing calls for a search, a complete and true search of the whole city. I'm very near a bridge and I'm not far from 2nd Avenue. And I know I'd feel a whole lot better if you sent a radio car to the neighborhood at once. I suppose not, but is a Newman so cold-blooded?
Well, unless, of course, you have some reason for thinking this call is phony and that someone may be planning to murder you.
Me? Oh no, hardly think so. So I mean, why should anybody? I'm all alone all day and night. I see nobody except my maid Eloise. She's a big 200-pounder. She's too lazy to bring up my breakfast tray, and the only other person is my husband Albert. He's crazy about me. Adores me, waits on me, hand and foot. He's scarcely left my side since I took sick 12 years ago. Your call, please. Operator, for heaven's sake, will you ring that Murray Hill 40098? Again, I can't think what he's keeping him so long. Your call, please. What seems to be the trouble, madam? Well, everything's wrong. The whole world could be murdered for all you people care. And now my phone keeps ringing. Yes, madam. Ringing and ringing and ringing every 5 seconds, and when I pick it up, there's no one there.
This is Western Union. I have a telegram here for Mrs. Albert Stevenson. Is there anyone to receive the message?
I am Mrs. Stevenson.
The telegram is as follows: Miss Albert Stevenson, 53 North Sutton Place, New York, New York. Zardy, terribly sorry. Tried to get you for last hour, but line busy. Leaving for Boston 11 p.m. tonight. An urgent business. Back tomorrow afternoon. Keep happy. Love, signed Albert. That is all, madam. Do you wish us to deliver a copy of that message?
No, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Your call, please. This is information. I want the telephone number of Hensley Hospital. Hensley Hospital? Do you have the address, madam? No, it's somewhere in the 70s, though it's a very small and private exclusive hospital where I had my appendix out 2 years ago. Henchley, Henc. One moment, please. Please hurry and please, what is the time? I do not know, madam. You may find out the time by dialing Meridian 71212. Oh, for heaven's sake, couldn't you? The number of Hensley Hospital is Butterfield 70105, madam. Well, it's absolutely necessary. I'm a sick one. I am very upset, very. I'm alone in this house and I am invalid, and tonight I overheard a telephone conversation that upset me dreadfully about a murder, a poor woman who's going to be murdered at 11:15 tonight. In fact, if someone doesn't come out once, I'm afraid I'll go out of my mind.
I see. Well, I'll speak to Miss Phillips as soon as she comes in. And what is your name, madam?
Miss Phillips, and when do you expect her in?
I really don't know, madam. She went out to supper at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, but it's not 11 yet on my clock. Oh, my clock has stopped. I thought it was running down. What time is it?
Just 14 minutes past 11.
What's that?
What was that, madam?
That clicked just now in my own telephone as though someone had lifted the receiver off the hook of the extension phone downstairs.
I didn't hear it, madam. Now about this.
I did. There's someone in the house, someone downstairs in the kitchen, and they're listening to me now. Oh, please, what number are you calling, madam? You've got to hear me on, please. You've got to help me. Oh, there it is. He's put it down, the extension. He's coming up the stairs. Give the police department.
Police Department, Precinct 43, Duffy speaking. Police Department, Duffy speaking.
Hello, officer. This is George. Don't worry, everything is alright. Sorry, wrong number.